Welcome to the AFC West Roundtable. I want to start off here with the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants. What is your projection for this game?
It should be a bounce back game. I know we talked about earlier, the first two games against the Chargers, against the Eagles, it's not panic mode yet. But if you are losing to the Giants, then you say panic mode 100%. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. We opened up as a 5.5-point favorite. We are now a 6.5-point favorite. Everyone's taking the Chiefs to win this game on Sunday Night Football. I mean, look, I'm talking about the offense. The Giants' defense was horrendous against the Cowboys last week, allowed 40 points. The week prior against the Commanders, 21-6. The thing about that is, Commanders' worst part about them was they're supposed to be their defense, but they only allowed them to score 6 points in that game. So this is a spot where I think we could actually dominate. We could actually see a high-scoring affair from the Chiefs. And also, too, look at the run game. Javonte Williams dominated the Giants on the ground last week. The week prior, Bill Merritt dominated the Giants on the ground as well. So this could be the week where we see either Pacheco or Kareem Hunt or even Brashard Smith come out and do their thing. Also, with the Giants, that pass rush between Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, Thibodeau, they got a lot of guys over there defensively. So going to see how the offensive line holds up, too. But I think we easily cover the spread of 6.5 this week.
Taking the Kansas City Chiefs to get right. Andrew, are you also going to take the Kansas City Chiefs to get right?
Yeah, they should smoke them. I mean, look, I still think the Chiefs are top 5 team. I mean, even with not having the weapons that they've lost so far, Worthy and a few others. I mean, Worthy might even be back this week, but Rashid Rice, like, they're still a great team. They really are. But the Giants, that's a team, and I don't see much there. So, yeah, they should win. Hands down, in my opinion, by 10 would be my prediction.
So by multiple possessions is what we're expecting from this Kansas City Chiefs win. Ryan, you think this is also a get-right game?
I think this is one of those random games that we're going to look back on and be like, what the hell? And the Giants are going to win. I don't think Russ is that good. I mean, he had some nice throws, and I think he'll get lucky with some of those deep throws to Malik Neighbors, those 50-50 balls. Same thing we saw like last year with him and George Pickens, but then ultimately later in the year, he can't do anything. But in my gut, I just feel that somehow the Giants are going to pull it out because we're looking at both of them 0-2 right now. But if I probably had to put money on it, I would say the Chiefs. But I'm going to say my gut's telling me the Giants right now. There's really like nothing like football related about it. Russ had a solid game against the Cowboys. The Cowboys aren't the Chiefs, but still, like, he threw for over 300 yards. He still got some life in him. Just wasn't meant in Denver. Yeah, I think the Giants can pull this out.
So a potential upset here from Ryan. First one who definitely thinks that there is at least a chance the Giants can come out with this win. Samoan, which way are you going? Are you going to go with Marcus and Andrew? Or are you feeling some of that hot take from Ryan?
I'm betting on the Chiefs to take this one. Now, I will say that I hope it's a high-scoring game, and I feel like it can be. I feel like it's going to go back and forth throughout the whole game. But at the end of the day, I think the Chiefs pull this one out and they bounce back. I just want a high-scoring game just because I have a lot of Giants players on my fantasy. So I think it's going to be a good one, but I think we finally see the Chiefs get back into the win column this week.
Simone, who the heck do you have on your fantasy team that is a Giant? Are you winning your fantasy
Malik
games?
Neighbors, dog.
Okay, well, outside of Malik Neighbors, who you got on your fantasy team that's a Giant? You got Russ on your squad?
No, that was it. That was just Malik Neighbors.
Oh, that was it? That was just one? Okay.
Let's not knock Wan'Dale Robinson. Wan'Dale Robinson's pretty solid.
Okay, that's fair.
That's
fair.
I need Neighbors to score at least 3 touchdowns. We saw it.
There you go. So just, McDuffie.
Just for fantasy purposes.
A couple blown coverages, maybe. However, guys, would. But let's get into the next game, the in-division game of the week. We got the Denver Broncos and we got the Chargers. Andrew, let's start with you. What are you projecting to happen in this game?
Chargers victory, of course. But, I mean, look, here's the thing. Denver's a great team. I will take nothing away from Denver. They have a good defense. They are going to be fine. I truly believe the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Broncos are going to be in the playoffs this year. But this will be a fun game. And the Bolt Bros will be there with the Bolt Sis. So we're going to have a good time. I hop on a plane on Friday. I'll be out there for the game. So I'll be there cheering at SoFi. And hit up that tailgate, guys. I'll tell you right now, the Chargers know how to tailgate. I'm not joking. The tailgate is absolutely incredible. And, man, Electric Avenue, Thunder Alley is just going to be lit. So, and even Bronco fans are welcome. I mean, so, you guys want to come down, get a free taco, have a good time. Who knows? Jim Harbaugh might be down there as well, too, saying hi to the fans. So I think the Chargers will pull this one out. It'll be a close one for sure. So I'm excited for this game.
Andrew's taking the Chargers. Let's go down to Ryan. Ryan, do you think this is a game that the Denver Broncos can take to get right, win a game in the division, or is this another one that you guys fall to, and that's back-to-back losses?
We have a very, very good chance of winning because Justin Herbert hasn't really passed all that much on us. It's mostly been the running game that's completely torched us, but they haven't been that good at it this year so far. But we haven't been able to win in SoFi. I don't think we've won in SoFi at all, at least playing the Chargers. Kevin Harlan's calling the game as well, if I'm correct. He called last week's game. He called the game against the Bengals. He called the game against the Chiefs last year where we got the kick block. So that dude's got a lot of bad juju when he calls our game, so that doesn't make me feel good. Honestly, I think the Chargers will win this game. Like I said, we just don't win in LA for some reason. But if we do, it's because we won the run battle. So ultimately, I'm going to give this one to the Chargers as much it's going to pain me. Then all the Herbert and Bo Nix debate will be at a all-time high, which will be annoying, depending, how both of them play. Bo Nix could throw 4 touchdowns, and then he's still going to get called shit just because everyone hates him for some reason. And, go look at fucking Penix right now. He blows, but no one wants to hear that. No one wants to talk about Penix or anybody else, just Bo Nix. So whatever, man. We'll probably take this loss, and then it'll be up from there.
Samoan, are you also going to make it 3 out of 3 and take the Chargers?
Man, I think this is definitely going to be one of those games that, it doesn't really matter what the record is. It's going to be an AFC West rivalry game. And I know that the Broncos struggled offensively week 1. They struggled defensively week 2. But even as complete as the Chargers are right now, even if Ryan's not going to go for them, I feel like the Broncos could pull this one out this week. It's just one of those games. And then I feel like it would be nice to see the Chargers get knocked down to earth and then we could all be 2-1 after next week. So
that'd be nice.
That'd be pretty nice right there. So we have the same problem in SoFi too, so I'm just gonna go for the Broncos this week because I have a little feeling that they could pull the upset this week.
See, Ryan, you got a great therapist there. That's free. That's free therapy there for you, buddy. Good job.
It's called manipulation. That's what that is.
Yeah, and I thought about that too. Ryan tried to take all the hype off of him right now so he can win. He's like, I don't want none of that hype. Don't worry, I'm gonna hype you up again.
Nah, dude. In my gut, I don't think we're gonna win just because of how hot the Chargers have looked, and we still are figuring out some things. But I never know with these guys. I legitimately never know. They can just randomly turn it on, and then they're just really good one game. But it seemed like Harbaugh's had Sean Payton's number over the past couple of years now, and we just haven't been able to figure things out.
Come on, Ryan, you got to believe, man.
I think he could have a great game. It could be the same thing as the Colts. He could have a great game, and then the defense is just gonna let the run game just slice right through them. Let Herbert pick them apart. I don't know. If Dre Greenlaw plays, then I think I'll pick the Broncos just because he's gonna bring a whole different level of juice. He'll be able to help protect that middle of the field like he typically does, and slow down the Chargers offense because gosh, those linebackers were so bad against the Colts. They were so bad.
So what about you, Marcus? Who are you taking? Are you going to take the Denver Broncos? You're going to ride with Samoan here, make it an even split, or are you going to take the Chargers?
I'm probably going to go with the Broncos in this one. Just looking at my logic last week for taking the Raiders over the Chargers. We're looking at the spread of that game. It's very similar. So I think the Raiders were a 3.5-point dog at home against the Chargers. This week, Broncos are a 2.5-point dog against the Chargers. And I'll say this, it's an AFC West game, so this could go either way. But I do think 3 straight AFC West opponents for the Chargers. It's a lot of high-pressure games. The 3 straight divisional opponents, that's crazy. I also say 5 games at home against the Broncos. Chargers are 4-1. So that's not the best. But I do think coming off a loss, Sean Payton will have the guys locked up for this game. I think I'm probably going to bet on the Broncos. So yeah, I'm going to go with Broncos in this one.
Let's get into the final game here of the AFC West for week 3, and that is the Raiders taking on the Commanders. Now, Samoan, feels like the Commanders maybe not as a hot to the start of the 2025 season as maybe some projected that they would. So certainly a game that you guys could be in. Do you feel the same way?
I feel like the Raiders can bounce back. I don't think that Geno Smith is really that bad of a quarterback. He's a solid quarterback. I would say top 12 in the NFL. Not saying he's elite or trash, but I feel like he's going to clean up his act. And I feel like this defense has been a big surprise to me so far this season, the way that they've been bending but not breaking at all, and just giving our offense a chance to make plays. What we seen on Monday night was just just the fact that we weren't able to connect on any of those big plays. And hopefully we do get JPJ back and Brock Bowers at 100% this week. And even if Jaden Daniels is not playing this week, then that's going to be another thing that could help this defense out, just apply pressure to the quarterback. But I have a good feeling. I'll keep it short and sweet. I feel like the Raiders can bounce back and will bounce back this week and get back into the win column. Yeah.
Definitely an opportunity here for the Raiders. Marcus, let's go on up to you. What are your thoughts on the Raiders and the Commanders?
It's the Marcus Mariota revenge game, man. He's gonna come back and yeah, I mean, it's a 3.5-point spread. Everyone and their mom is taking the Commanders. 90% of the public money is on the Commanders in this game. But I don't think the schedule makers were the best with the Raiders this year. The fact you have a short week and you have to go to the East Coast, I think it's kind of BS for the Raiders. But I think I'm going to go with the Raiders here. I think with Mariota starting with the Commanders, I mean, the Commanders didn't really look the best. I mean, especially last week, they look like dog shit against Green Bay. I know Green Bay's going to be one of the top teams in the league, but even against the Giants, they kind of struggled in that game. I know they won 21-6, but it was kind of a struggle for them to kind of get going. And now you're going to your backup quarterback in this game. I don't know. I think the Raiders come out with some pride after only scoring 3 field goals last night against the Commanders.
All righty, let's go on over to Andrew. Andrew, who are you going to take in this game? Are you also going to take the Raiders?
If Jaden plays, then they'll beat the Raiders. But backup quarterbacks in, I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out. But yeah, you're right. The Commanders have not looked amazing this season so far, which is kind of shock. And I think Eckler's out, I believe, for the season, if I remember correctly. So pretty interesting situation there. But look, I think bottom line, I still would pick the Commanders for this game over the Raiders. I just think they have a better overall team offensively and defensively. I think it'll be a close game, but I think they'll squeak it out by 3 points. I think covering the spread probably be a good bet.
All righty, and Ryan, wrap us up. Who are you going to take in this game? Are you going to take the Raiders or are you going to take the Commanders?
Raiders. Commanders haven't looked that good. I mean, Marcus Mariota is playing, it's wraps that he's not that good. And as much as, I was dogging on Geno earlier, I think if Mariota's not playing, he can win that QB battle. And especially if they get Genty more involved, we know who knows when that Genty game will come where, he's arrived, and who knows if it comes, but hopefully not against the Broncos, but that could definitely be this game. I mean, it doesn't help, like Marcus said, that they got to travel all the way across after a Monday night game, to the East Coast. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Raiders. I think, they're a physical team at the end of the day. They're a very physical team. So I give them credit there. I'll take the Raiders.
AFC West Roundtable live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern every single Tuesday. So make sure you kick it with us.